I can't say. I mean, I only been rapping for damn near 2 years, going on 3.
Right.
So my younger days had nothing to do with me doing what I'm doing now.
Right. How old are you?
I'm 27.
27. Okay, so you've been out of the high school thing for like 10 years. You graduate?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What were you doing in high school? Were you doing sports or anything, or were you already rapping at that point? No.
No. High school kind of shit. Just like being a kid who think you like when you in high school, you think you know it all. You kind of think you grown. So
Yeah.
I mean, doing everything damn near backwards, no cap, but that shit worked out, man.
Backwards, how so?
Cause it was like I graduated, but I still like got involved in a lot of different things.
Right.
But I owned the school. Like every school I went to, I owned it. So you know what I'm saying? I could just go in the office and change my own grades. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna graduate regardless.
So you weren't just popular with the kids, you were popular with the teachers too? They would let you change your grades?
Yeah. Yeah, everybody loved me.
Wow.
I don't know why.
What, you were like a hacker or some shit and you just knew how to change your grade?
I don't know. It was like kind of like some evil plan to take over the school every day. So we just wanted to get deeper and deeper and deeper into shit and see what the staff really doing behind our back. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Isn't that what they did in Ferris Bueller? They hacked into the school's records and changed their grades?
What's
No.
fair? I ain't never seen
Yeah,
it.
Ferris Bueller, it was like he took a day off from school. It was just like a lit movie from the 80s.
I ain't never seen that one.
Oh, man, you'd love it.
I ain't never seen that one. That's a funny one.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You'd fuck with it. Bueller?
I fuck with it.
Okay, so what'd you do when you got out of high school? What was the game plan?
Kind of just, I mean, I tried to probably go to college for a couple months, but then got into the streets and it was just it from there for real. Doing odd jobs, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. You were
I still feel like I'm under investigation. Y'all see me?
You were in distribution, or were you? What was going on? You were driving around.
Like when he went in Detroit, like when I was coming up, it was like, man, whatever hot, do it. Like if everybody doing something with some weed, we gonna do it. If everybody doing something with some pills, we gonna do it. If it's a scam, you know what I'm saying? Like if we get word to something green, we gonna go do it.
You were open to the scamming side of things, because I've been listening to a lot of Peasy, and he makes that very clear. He kind of like looks down upon scamming.
Peasy just he don't knock nobody hustle for real. That's just
rap shit.
Talk shit, rap shit.
Yeah.
But scamming, like I said, whatever making some money, we gonna try to do it. It ain't really like, I don't really like judge between people who like drug dealing or scamming or whatever they doing. Shit, you need some money, you gotta get it.
Were you thinking about rapping while you were out having these sort of adventures?
You know what? I ain't never thought about being a rapper. I always listen to rap music and shit, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody, people who from the D know, like, you just never know. You in the streets. If you don't go to college or go on to try to be something, you gonna be in the streets. So staying alive after that point.
Did you have any experiences in the streets though that made you feel like, I want to get out of this shit? I want to find a legal way to be prosperous.
Yeah, I mean, like when you got like family that's in the streets and shit, and you coming up and you see some of the guys you look up to, and even some of the women in your life doing crime. You feel me? So it'd be like you gon' tiptoe near it eventually.
Mm-hmm. But also, you're playing with fire, because if you take it too far, like that.
No,
like,
because
even the worst criminal that didn't get caught for 99.5% of the shit that they did, right? They get caught for one thing, or even if they get a pattern of shit, it's still they have like a tiny little sliver of the shit that you got away with,
Yeah, but I mean, like when you don't know nothing else, it don't feel like nothing. When you don't know shit else, it don't feel like you doing no crime. You know what I mean? Like, and especially if you don't know nobody else who doing nothing legal. You just don't, you feel numb to it. Like, I mean, our city crazy, man. It'd be, I just don't want to tell it all, man. I feel like this was my first interview, but it's crazy, man. It don't even, basically, like, if you don't get caught with no gun, or literally get caught with kilos of cocaine, you really, they don't really like, everything else small.
Really?
Everything else small as hell to Detroit police, like Detroit, period. So scamming and all that shit ain't nothing.
It's not.
They only care about murders and.
Because there's just so many murders and so few cops that they just have to focus on the big shit. So
that make it kind of crazy. So it's like outside of murders and huge cocaine busts, everything else just, it really don't mean nothing. Like you almost can sell weed in front of the police.
So did you feel like as a young guy and shit that the cops were ever gonna be like useful to you in any way, or was it 100% like, no, you have to protect yourself? The cops are not gonna ever be useful to a person like me ever.
Never. Hated the police growing up. Period.
They would just always give you a hard time, or?
No, kind of got trained to hate them. I haven't really got too many, you know what I'm saying, like police brutality or stuff like that. I mean, I done seen it on social media and stuff like that, but I ain't never experienced no stuff like that back at home.
For sure.
But it's just like we know what we doing. I know what I'm around, so police is getting avoided.
That's the #1 skill.
Yeah.
Just avoiding the cops in life in general.
Yeah. That was kind of like almost one of my first jobs was like to be like a police watch out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When I was probably like 10 and shit.
Really? So you were in the streets from that age?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when it's so much street shit surrounding you, it kind of seemed like ain't nothing really going on. This the life. Just like if your people was doctors or lawyers and you would be in that medical field, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it seemed like nothing.
Did you have anybody in your life that was trying to push you to go to college, shit like that?
My parents always pushed me to do good. Period. Like no matter what you see, try to do good. No matter what you around, don't try to get influenced by it. You can still go your own way. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. So while you're hustling and shit for all those years, obviously you're listening to rap music and shit. Are you really, really tapped in with everything that's going on in Detroit, or what are you listening to?
I mean, like, I always been around, like when I was a kid, the Rock Bottom and Street Lords, these old school rappers, when I was a kid, they was like the popping rappers in Detroit and shit. And you used to see them around. You would see them around at car shows and basketball games and shit like that. And it used to feel like you know what I'm saying, like you was close to somebody famous. So we always loved rap.
Right. But it never occurred to you that you could maybe do this?
I mean, when I heard people who was totally weak, like when I heard people who was totally garbage, I'd be like, man, anybody could do that. But I ain't never used
And they're rapping about shit that you're actually doing?
I mean, yeah, that'd play a part too, because you would think you could rap about what we doing better.
Right. All right, guys, we hit 50,000 subscribers. Our next goal is 100,000 subscribers, so make sure you click that button to subscribe. We appreciate y'all very, very much. Thank you.